Welcome to our news update on the certification of Donald Trump's 2024 presidential election victory. Today, January 6, 2025, Congress will convene in a joint session to officially certify the results. Let's break down what you need to know about this important event and address some key questions about the certification process. The certification process involves several crucial steps. It begins with the canvassing of votes at the local level, where election officials meticulously count and verify all ballots. This is followed by certification at the county or local level, where a canvass board confirms the results. The process then moves to the state level, where officials, typically the Secretary of State or Governor, certify the results and appoint electors. Finally, Congress meets in a joint session to count the electoral votes and officially certify the presidential election outcome. The events of January 6, 2021, had a significant impact on future election procedures. In response to the challenges faced during the 2020 certification, Congress passed the Electoral Count Reform Act in 2022. This law clarified the vice president's role as purely ceremonial and made it more difficult to challenge a state's electoral votes. It raised the threshold for objections and created an expedited procedure for resolving disputes in federal courts. To ensure a smooth certification this year, several measures have been implemented. The Department of Homeland Security has designated the certification as a national special security event for the first time. While no specific threats have been identified, law enforcement agencies remain vigilant. Additionally, the new laws and procedures put in place since 2021 are expected to prevent attempts to undermine the election results. Vice President Kamala Harris, as Senate leader, will preside over the joint session. Her role is particularly noteworthy as she will be certifying her own defeat to Donald Trump. This puts her in a small group of vice presidents who have overseen the confirmation of their election loss. Despite the potentially awkward situation, Harris has described her role as a sacred obligation to ensure the peaceful transfer of power. The certification process will begin at 1 p.m. EST when lawmakers gather in the Capitol. Harris will open sealed envelopes from all 50 states containing electoral votes, which will be read aloud. An official tally will be produced, and Harris will announce the winner. If any objections are raised during the certification, they would need to meet the new, higher threshold established by the Electoral Count Reform Act. Both chambers would then separately deliberate for up to 2 hours on whether to uphold the objection. It's important to note that never in history has either chamber sustained an objection. The potential consequences of objections during certification could be significant. If successful, objections could lead to delays in the process and potentially impact state and federal certification deadlines. However, given the new laws and procedures in place, such scenarios are considered unlikely. It's worth noting that this certification process, while routine, plays a crucial role in our democratic system. It represents the final step in confirming the will of the American people as expressed through the electoral process. The peaceful transfer of power, as Vice President Harris stated, is a cornerstone of American democracy. As we conclude, it's important to remember that despite the heightened attention on this year's certification due to recent history, the process is expected to proceed smoothly. The measures put in place since 2021 are designed to prevent the kind of chaos witnessed 4 years ago. Stay tuned for updates on this historic event, and thank you for watching.